Hello, everyone, and welcome to a really special episode of the M365 Voice. We are incredibly excited to be in person.
Yay.
For the first time in a couple of years.
Exactly. It's been a while.
That's right. So we are in Las Vegas at the MGM Grand for the Microsoft 365 Collaboration Conference, and it's actually the first time all three of us have been in the same spot at the same time since I joined the podcast.
Yes,
it's true.
Yes, it's been a couple of years now. And
yeah, exactly. Because you joined while we were all remote.
Mm-hmm.
And we've done a lot of episodes that way, but never one like this.
That's right. So we're very excited. So we thought it would be fun to share the joy with all of you of getting to see some of the other speakers that are at the conference in person. So here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to tape a couple of different episodes, and we're going to talk about a question on each episode, and the three of us will talk about it, and then we're going to bring in some speakers and ask them the question and get their input. So we're going to kind of compare notes.
Yeah.
Are we ready for the first one?
Oh, yes, we are.
I know it's a loaded topic, Mike. It causes some level of pretty good division.
Mm-hmm. It's a long-standing battle here on the M365 podcast.
Yeah, there's a team Mike, and there's the better team Sarah.
For now?
Yeah, well, we're going to see how this goes.
What am I?
You usually split the difference.
Okay.
So here's the first question that we're going with for this episode. What is your opinion of Inbox Zero? Is it achievable or just a load of bunk?
I don't think it's achievable at all, unless you want to spend a lot of your time just managing your inbox versus let the tool manage itself, I think. So Inbox Zero in my world does not exist. Not even close.
We know.
Yeah.
We know. So you have Inbox like
50,000?
No, it hasn't reached 50,000 yet.
Yeah.
I think it's last time I checked, it was like 43,325.
Okay. What's 7,000 between friends?
I'm more I rarely hit Inbox Zero, and we are talking about work email, not necessarily personal email, so we should say that. I don't hit Inbox Zero, but I do tend to live at an inbox 5 to 10 is an ideal state.
5 to 10 what?
Emails in my inbox.
Just 5 to 10.
5 to 10. Single digits.
How do you even do that?
With a healthy perspective of I do file things away for reference. I don't file things based on things I need to take action on. What I actually do is if there's an email I am not doing right then, I will actually automatically add that email into an Outlook task that then I assign to myself to do at whatever date it is. But then I get it out of my inbox. It really is for me about decluttering so that I can focus on the work at hand. If my inbox is full, it just makes it really difficult for me to focus on what I need to do.
So let me ask you this. Sorry, I cut you off probably.
That's good. You go ahead.
So you're trying to declutter the inbox, but you can clutter a folder.
Right, but for me, if I go into a folder, I'm almost always going into that folder to search based on a keyword search of the folder. But it does declutter my inbox. So that way, when I go to my inbox and I'm looking at new messages coming in, I don't have to look at a lengthy history of 47,000 messages that would make me want to go hide.
Okay. And today, my inbox was at 501. Which is a little stressful for me, a little bit. Usually, I feel like I'm managing everything well if my inbox is somewhere between 200 and 300 items. When it gets between 300 and 400, it's like, okay, I got to do some cleanup. Over 4, over 5, then I start to get stressed that I'm missing stuff. But that's how I manage my email, because I try not to treat email like a task list. I'm not great at that, though. I do categorize and flag every single email that comes in with categories like if it's an action, if I'm waiting on somebody else, if it's an opportunity, if it's just for reference, if it's something I need to read.
Right. Do you color code them?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't do any of that.
No.
We believe it.
Yeah.
We believe it. It's more like it just the email flows in and it lives there forever until he auto archives it by year.
Yes, so I do categorize them by folder, but I only move the important emails into that folder. So emails that I think I need to get to it quickly, so I move to that folder. But if I'm moving with a client, I'm getting like 500 emails from that client. I keep them in my inbox, and The power of search is really great.
See, I do the opposite. If it's something I don't need to get to, then I put it into a folder.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. The folders are for where I archive stuff.
So let's explain the parameters, because your Microsoft 365 voice podcasters work differently, which is actually okay that we work differently, right? We're going to consult some speaker friends. So what you're going to see in this episode is us bringing in speakers one at a time and asking them, and they're not going to have any pre-knowledge of the question. So we're going to go ahead and ask them the question, and we're going to get their live answer in 2 or 3 minutes about what they think about Inbox Zero.
Are we going to tally Team Mike versus Team Sarah?
Right. And Team Antonio will be...
I'm going to tally Team Antonio.
Okay.
We'll see where we end up.
Here we go. This is going to be interesting.
Hang on to your seats.
All right. Stay tuned. Here we go. Okay. Welcome back, everybody. We're here with the first of our guest celebrity speakers to ask him our questions. Do you want to introduce yourself, Dave?
Sure. My name is David Drever. I am a senior manager of Protiviti and a Office Apps and Services MVP.
Great. So the first question is, do you have a favorite M365 voice podcaster?
I can't choose. You guys are so awesome.
That's not really the question. But okay, here we go. Have you any knowledge of these questions ahead of time?
I do not. It's got me kind of scared.
All right, here we go. Question for you, Dave. What is your opinion of Inbox Zero? Is it achievable or just a load of bunk?
It's a load of bunk. It's impossible. I have my personal mailbox, I have my professional personal mailbox, and I have my work mailbox. Not a single one of them are zero, and I have given up trying.
Okay, good. I feel much better.
What kind of management style do you
Mike
use for your work email?
So I'll tell you, I tried, building some folders and some rules around some of those folders and moving things around, but I felt that things were getting lost and missed, and is my system now any better? Probably not, but it is working for me for the most part. So,
what is your system now?
Anarchy?
No. Usually, what happens if I'll read through it, and if it's definitely something that pertains to me, I basically open it up. And once I open it up, and then that way it's always on my screen. When I can get to it, I get to it, and then when I'm done, then I will file it.
Okay,
that's interesting. That's a cool new process that we have not heard before.
Okay.
Do you want to see where you fall in terms of the Team Sarah, Team Mike, or Team Antonio?
Does it get me dinner?
It might after you answer the question.
All right.
You want to break the news here, Mike?
You are Team Mike.
All right.
One for me.
All right. Fantastic, Dave. Thanks for joining us, and we'll have you back for the next episode.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So we're very excited to have Heidi Jordan with us. Heidi, can you introduce yourself for everyone?
You bet. My name's Heidi Jordan, and I'm a SharePoint Solution Specialist from High Plains Technology in South Dakota.
And a speaker at the conference?
I am a speaker at the conference, too, yes.
Awesome.
Sorry I left that out.
Perfect. So we've kind of told you we have a burning question for you.
Yes.
We're very interested to know what you think. So
Okay.
here's the question. What is your opinion of Inbox Zero?
Oh, my
Is it achievable or just a load of bunk?
Oh my goodness, you're making me pick sides here. I do believe it is possible. Inbox Zero is possible. With enough organization and folder structure, I do think it is possible. So I'm sorry.
Yes!
Point
Team
for
Sarah gets the point.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
She said something that it takes quite a bit of time to organize it. So I know it's possible.
Time and organization and diligence.
True.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So what do you think, Heidi, if we were going to ask a little bit of follow-up, do you think it's actually, is it something that you actually have worked towards in the past, or how do you organize your work email?
Sure. I would say that, yes, I use the flagging a lot in Outlook to flag the important tasks.
I think that's a point for Team Antonio.
It's half a point.
Sure, I'll take it. I'll take half a point.
To highlight the important things, a little bit of color coding to, what category
Another
it
half
falls
point.
into,
Mm.
and then delete the rest.
And then delete the rest. See, I think what she's saying is no points for Mike.
No, I didn't expect any points since she said yes, it's possible. But I rely on the auto delete on the retention policy. But I take care of that.
All right.
Mhm.
Thank you, Heidi.
Thank you.
Really appreciate your help with this question. You've been great.
Anytime.
100%.
Thank you.
All right, we're back. We've got another speaker with us to ask some questions. Do you want to introduce yourself, Drew?
Absolutely. My name is Drew Maddling. I'm a longtime Microsoft MVP on the SharePoint side of the world and live in the Microsoft consulting side.
Perfect. So we're happy to have you here. So you have absolutely no knowledge of the questions we're going to ask
None.
you, nor what the right answers are. Right. Perfect.
Correct.
Okay. First question. What is your opinion of Inbox Zero? Is it achievable or just a load of bunk?
It's completely unachievable. I don't know how anyone could be using it. I think it's the effort that it would take to get to Inbox Zero is more time invested in management of something that you don't need to manage. When the inbox, you have search capabilities inside of it that if you need to find something, you can search for it. Why do you need to move things out into other locations? It feels like you're just pushing things away versus seeing it live.
I love your answer because that's exactly how I do it. That's why
It is the most
Microsoft search.
It is the most elegant team mic answer that I've actually ever heard.
We didn't never talk, so just let you know, I did not feed him the answer.
So what's your inbox at?
I keep it in the probably around 300 or 400 at a time that's available, but I need unread is always almost zero.
Okay.
So
Now hold on for a second. That's actually kind of interesting because you don't achieve inbox zero, but it's not that you don't manage your inbox, because what you just said is you have rules for yourself about read messages, how many messages are in your inbox. So it isn't just anything goes.
Don't manipulate the answer.
Inbox zero would be the idea of moving everything out of your inbox. Then that you would move something into another location and manage it there to say you have no messages in your inbox. I keep my inbox still as what I need to achieve or need to refer to back at some point. If I no longer need to see it or I don't think it matters, I get rid of it. But it mostly is moved into delete. I get rid of if it's not necessary, and if not, I just dump it into a kind of long-term folder. So it's not zero. Zero means there's no messages in it. It's in the hundreds every single time, but not unread for thousands.
And how do you manage those hundreds in your inbox?
I've tried using flags.
Okay.
Those have not worked too well. I'd say my average route to manage it is going through it probably once a day, or to go back and scroll back down and say, what did I miss that I need to go do, that I need to review? And I go back mainly if I haven't seen a reply. So if it's over a period of time and I see the little purple arrow, that means I haven't gotten a response back. Or if I have not had the purple arrow, then I need to get a reply. I would use that.
Okay. Cool. Perfect. All right. Thank you. We'll tune back in for our second question. All right. Are you ready? All right. Let's do this. We're back with another one of our speakers in Vegas at the Microsoft 365 Collaboration Conference. Daniel, do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, I'm Daniel Glenn, Senior Director of CareerSpark and Microsoft MVP. That's me.
Okay. So Daniel, we have a question for you.
Okay.
Okay. Honest opinion, then we might critique the answer.
Whatever.
Okay. What's your opinion of Inbox Zero? Is it achievable or a load of bunk?
It's a load of bunk.
Oh, yes.
How do you manage your email?
I
email.
use Outlook on the web, which has a nice feature for pinning messages. And so when I am working throughout the day, I know something I need to take care of during that day, I will pin that message to the top. So I need to take care of it. Now, I also use flagging, which gives me tasks in to do. And then I also do the whole trick of making sure things are unread if I need to go back to them. So, yeah.
How do you find messages then? Like if you want to go back to a really old message, what method do you use?
Search. So I use search in Outlook, and I will filter. I'll pick people. Did it have an attachment? All that kind of jazz. But that's how I find it.
And it works, right?
It works every time. And because I'm using Outlook on the web, I have no latency with if I have the Outlook app and it having to do some weird lookups on the server or anything. I'm already connected to the server. That's
awesome.
And how many emails are in your inbox right now?
No. They all stay in my inbox. So
all
of them.
So number approximately
thousands.
Okay.
Not unread, but but thousands.
It's
Yeah.
like you're the very dream that Mike always wished to drink.
Yeah.
That's why we get along really well.
Yes, I think that was fully.
Well,
Team
it's the
Mike.
right answer.
Yeah, it is the right answer.
Okay.
Evidently. All right, that's enough of that one. We'll come back to Daniel for question number 2 in just a minute. Damn. Okay. All right. Here we go. We're really excited to be back again. And this time we have Pete with us. Pete, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Pete, and I'm here at the Microsoft 365 Collaboration Conference.
Perfect. So you've heard how this goes. We have a question for you. Would like to get your kind of up to the second answer. Ready?
Ready?
Okay, perfect. So Pete, what's your opinion of Inbox Zero? Is it achievable or just a load of bunk?
Just a load.
Yes.
All
It's a
right,
major,
tell us.
major win.
Of course it is. Tell us a little bit about how you handle managing your work inbox.
I actually use To Do for most of my inbox management. So
Mhm.
I flag emails. I'm still very, very guilty of leaving messages read or unread based off of whether or not I need to respond to them
Mhm.
versus if I have a follow-up application. But that's why I never get to zero, is I always have additional things to follow up on.
Okay.
And how big is your inbox right now?
Right now, it's less than 20.
Whoa. Let's dive into that for a second. I'm already excited. How do you get to less than 20 on your inbox? So you're not inbox zero, but you're not exactly at inbox like 10,000. So
No.
tell us more about that.
No, I'm pretty light, so I keep everything as read or unread as I engage with it, but I go through in real time. I like to keep everything organized in message threads, and I'll always clean them up really quickly. Most cases you don't need to respond for a lot of things. It's FYIs. I find it's a lot of noise. So
I feel like though at the very heart of it is he might not be looking at inbox zero, but you're definitely looking at a relatively uncluttered inbox as being a good thing for you.
yeah,
I think that is a point for Team Sarah. And
No, it can be.
it can be.
It certainly
can
can.
be. Yes, it can.
It's either zero
No.
or not.
No, we're not.
I never even said inbox zero.
That's the question.
It's inbox 47,000 or inbox less than 50.
47,000.
Or inbox 300.
All right, we'll come back to ask Pete another question in just a moment.